west, and that's going to come into play later on this afternoon as the rains come in. That's going to be ahead of a cold front that moves through, which will drop our temperatures, and we've got high pressure building in for much of the work week, but the temperatures are going to be quite a bit cooler. Checking out those current conditions right now, most everyone's in the mid-50s to mid-60s, 64 right now in St. Petersburg. Tampa with 63, Brandon at 60, 59 in Inverness, 62 in Mayaca City, 55 right now in Bartow. But the big story is going to be your reduced visibility, down to about a mile ahead of your car in Bartow, so you're going to want to slow things down. Less than 2 miles in Brandon and Ruskin and Zephyr Hills, less than a mile and a half in Bradenton, just about a half-mile visibility right now in Hudson. So if you're heading out early this morning, beware of that fog. It's going to linger around till probably about 10 o'clock or 10:30. Then we will start to see things clear out. Then we're going to see the rain coming in. Right now we've got temperatures mostly in the 50s and 60s across the state. There is a front pulling through right now, right around New Orleans, where you can see this little bubble of warmer weather. That has been with a warm front that's trying to lift up, but this cold front right here is what's going to be swinging into our area by later on this afternoon, into this evening, and then finally clearing things out tomorrow. As mentioned, we start out with the fog, a little bit of a break in the fog by noontime, but then watch as those showers move in. Right about 4 o'clock, starting along the coastal areas from Spring Hill all the way down in through Newport Richey. Then they'll overspread into the metro area, and by about 8 o'clock, we'll see some lingering rain, but most of the heavy stuff will have moved off to our east. Tomorrow, maybe a 20 to 30% chance of a very random raindrop, and then the cold weather sets in. Cold weather setting in most areas. We're going to clear things out in Houston by later on as they start the game there about 4:30 this afternoon. That's going to be here on ABC Action News. Texans hosting the Chiefs in the wild card game. Later on this evening, this one's going to be very interesting. It's an outdoor stadium. You're going to see some rain and just really raw conditions as the Steelers are in Cincinnati against the Bengals. That should be very interesting as well. 67 your Gulf water temperature as we see those water temperatures drop. We do have some fog around. Winds will be out of the southeast to south at about 5 to 10. 2-foot seas, light chop on the inland waterways. We're basically at a period of low tide right now. High tide comes at 3:08 this afternoon. The next low tide at 6:38. Sun's up at 7:23 and will set at 5:52. Here's a look at Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. And you'll notice the changes from this weekend weather with highs in the 70s to the work week where we don't get out of the 60s. And overnight lows are going to start off at about 45 to 50 degrees. So a cooler work week ahead once we get through the rain this afternoon and then clearing tomorrow. That is Florida's most accurate 7-day forecast. Don't forget, you can check that out anytime online at abcactionnews.com and on the ABC Action News app.